Hello, everybody, and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In this purple mystery box, there is some math, and your job is to figure out what that math is by putting numbers in the top and seeing how they come out after they've gone through that math and are transformed into something different. Here's your chart where it will keep track of your ins and your outs, and we'll graph those as points so that you can maybe get some clues from how it looks. If you'd like to try this out, go to the description, pause this video, click on the link there, and try as many numbers as you want to until you think you've got it. All right. Well, let's walk through this together now that you've hopefully had a chance to try it out yourself. Did you get this one? I wonder. It might be a hard one. Let's see what happens when we put in a 0. Okay. 0 in gives -3 out, so maybe we're just subtracting 3. So if I put in a 1 and we get a -2, that should bear that out. Do we get a -2? No, we get a -1. Okay, so this could be a line with a slope of a +2 and a y-intercept of -3. So this would be 2x minus 3 maybe. Let's try a 2 in here. Oh boy, that is much higher than I thought it would be. So that does not look like it makes a straight line. In fact, I'm starting to see this curved shape that makes me think of the parabolas we've had in the last couple days. So maybe there's an x squared going on here somehow, although it looks more complicated than that. I'm going to see if this has this symmetrical shape by putting in a -1 and a -2 first, and then at least we'll know we're maybe on the right track. -1 gives us -1. Okay, so that is symmetrical across this y-axis. Let's try a -2. And that gives us a +5, same as we got from the 2. So it looks like maybe this is our parabola here, and it starts down 3. So you might think to yourself that this could be x squared minus 3, but I don't think that's right. I mean, that would work for 0, but if you put in 1, 1 squared is 1, minus 3 would be -2, and this is -1. And 2 squared would be 4, minus 3 would be 1, and this is 5. So, what is going on here? One of the things I notice is actually, I'm going to fill in a couple of points in between. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to put in a negative 1/2 and a positive 1/2. To make the curve look a little better. And it is still looking like a parabola, but it's looking narrower. And one thing that happens when parabolas are narrower, it means there's a number multiplied out here. So maybe we can play around with possible numbers that would be multiplied outside here. And I guess the first one that occurs to me is maybe 2. Let's see how that works. So of course that will work for 0 because you just have 0 minus 3. How about 1? So 1 squared is 1 times 2 would be 2 minus 3. Ooh, that would be a -1. What if we did a 2 in there? So 2 times 2 squared minus 3. So 2 squared is 4, times 2 would be 8 minus 3. That would give us a 5. Let's pick a value and predict what it should be. So what if I put a 3 in here? So 2 times 3 squared minus 3. So 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18 minus 3. So if I put in a 3, I should get a 15, right? So let's put in a 3, and we'll see if we get a 15. Oh, yes. Okay. It's not going to go on the graph because our graph doesn't go that far. But I am pretty sure this is it. So our function is f of x equals 2 times x squared minus 3. That is a toughie. Let's see that we're actually right. Let's go ahead and reveal the function here. There it is. So 2x squared minus 3. And if we graph that, we get this beautiful parabola. It's been moved down 3 spaces. That's what the minus 3 does. It translates that parabola shape from the origin down 3 spaces. And then this 2 makes it a little bit narrower. Well, I think this was a real toughie. How did it go? Did that stump you? Did you get it? If you did, what was your process? I'd be interested to know. Thanks, everybody.